Howdy team. Today what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to add intelligence agents using our Brightspace. So we're going to start by coming over here, it's logging into your classroom and coming over to course administration or course admin. At course admin, I'm going to come down here to intelligent agents. Okay, so I'm at intelligence agents. And then when I get to intelligence agents, I come to underneath agent list and I click new. When I select new, it's asking me to come up with an agent's name. This agent's name is the assignment we want to check to see if the student's completed it or not to be able to send an automatic email. So I'm going to check on Module 1, Assignment 2. That's our first graded discussion. And then the next thing we want to do is we came up and we did the agent's name, and now we want to scroll down to the criteria area and go to release conditions. So I'm just going to come over here and scroll down and see how under criteria down at the bottom we have release conditions. We want to create and attach. So then once we click create and attach, a condition type appears. We want to select condition type grade value on item. And the reason why we want to do that is if our student hasn't participated in our discussion. So see, we can choose all sorts of components, but we want to choose grade value on item because I want to determine if my students haven't participated in Module 1 Assignment 2, the first graded assignment, then I want them to get this email notification. So I'm selecting grade value on grade assignment. And then it tells us to scroll down and go to condition details. And under condition details, you can also grab your little arrows here, your little lines, and make this bigger if you'd like. We are going to select Module 1 Assignment 2 discussion. Now, as you build other intelligent agents, you will build one for each assignment that will automatically send an email to your students who's missing this assignment. I'm going to just look at a criteria now that has a grade of 0. You may also identify, maybe your students made a post, but they didn't do that initial post. You could choose under 24% or under 50%, or your grade may be a 24 out of your 40. Of course, we want all our students to get 40s, but if you have that selection, you can choose what this grade is. Right now, I'm going to only send these emails to students who have not participated in Module 1 Assignment 2 Discussion Board, our first graded discussion board. Very often students will see the Assignment 1 where we introduce ourselves and think they're done with discussion boards for Module 1. So that's my goal today. I'm going to hit create, and then we're going to set on down to actions. So here's number 2, and I'm just using my scroll menu on the right hand side to get to actions. And at actions, we want to check send an email. So right here, we don't do anything on repetition. First time the criteria are satisfied, it's fine. I'm going to select send an email when the criteria are satisfied. And the person I want to send it to is actually a database name. So my database name would be a parentheses, but notice the parentheses is not your smooth parentheses above your 9 and your 0. It's the parentheses right to the right of your letter P on the keyboard, and it has a kind of a curvy pointed bracket. And we want to type their email as an initiated user. So we actually capitalize initiating, And then we also capitalize user. This tells the database to go look for the user's email address who received a 0 in Module 1, Assignment 2. Now, I'm also going to copy myself. I want to be notified that this student received the email that told them they had a 0 for Module 1, Assignment 2. If you choose, you could do another email as well. Now, CC means that I'm going to be included in the to address, and my initiated user, the student who received the 0, is going to see that I emailed myself. If I don't want that person to see my email, I would put it in BCC or blind copy, and then I'd still receive a copy of that email, but the student wouldn't know that I received a copy. That's your individual choice. Now for me, I'm going to say Module 1, this is the subject line of my email, Assignment 2 discussion is missing. Oops. And then here in the message, we have a previous message that I went into our Argosy Adjunct Faculty Handbook and just copied the outreach for week 1. Now the one thing I did do, our original outreach included all of Module 1. I added the specific assignment that was currently missing and that encouraged the student to recomplete that assignment and that the grade book will be adjusted. Now the other thing we're encouraged to do is individualize this reach out by having the first name for the student here. So usually when I address my students, I actually say howdy. You may or may not do this. You may say hello, but being from the South, I want my students to have a little bit more personal feeling. And then I want to insert those curved parentheses again. So shift to the right of my letter P, and I'm going to type initiating user, but I keep it all together with first name and close it and then put a comma. You are telling the database that you want to use the initiated users, the email from that person, but you only want to take their first name. You need to make sure that there are no spaces in initiated user and that you have 4 capitals. Now I went ahead and put a comma and a space before my message, and then of course you need to include your signature down below. Once we've done that, we can come on down to scheduling. And in the scheduling section, we're going to tell the database when to send this email and how frequently. So I'm going to say use a schedule, and then I want to update the schedule. And in so doing that, I'm going to send these emails weekly. You can choose to do it once a week or twice a week, but I'm going to do it once a week. And then I'm going to repeat it on Sundays. I want to send it out. All our grades are due Saturday night. And if I choose Sunday, then the database can choose those final grades from the module and send them out. Now, you choose the start date that you've created this. I'm creating this on March 5th. And then you choose an ending date for the semester. This semester, our end date for the time period is Wednesday the 21st. So again, you'll wrap those dates around your semester for the course you're teaching. And now I'm going to say update. All right. We've gone down all the way to scheduling. We've clicked weekly, and you may choose to do once or twice a week. That's towards you. And you do want to end the date for the end of the term. Now I'm going to go save and close.